Hello dear students. In the last lecture, we just studied the introduction how biotechnology can be used or applied in various fields. We started with agriculture. We know that in today's agriculture, there is lot of dependence on different types of chemicals, be it the fertilizers or deadly pesticides. So because of the indiscriminate use of these pesticides, we are suffering from so many problems. Then what is the solution? We cannot reduce the production, but at the same time, we cannot use that much amount of pesticides. Then how to control these pests? The answer is with biotechnology. So, the biotechnology in agriculture can be used for developing pest resistance in the plant. Development of pest resistant plants will reduce the dependence on pesticides. One such approach is the introduction of Bt genes in the plant. And because of the introduction of this Bt gene, this Bt has been, the gene Bt comes from a bacterium called Bacillus thuringiensis, which has an ability to produce one type of a protein which is actually a toxin for the pest. So if we can introduce this gene from that bacterium into our plant will also become resistant to that particular pest. So let us see how it is done. So the mechanism of Bt toxin, that is the first plant which were used, was cotton. So let us first see with the help of a diagram. What is done, the plant, this plant which is actually sensitive to this bollworm, we make this bollworm susceptible so that whenever it eats that particular plant, this will die. So this bollworm will avoid infesting that particular genetically modified crop. What is done? First, from the bacterium, our gene of interest, that is the Bt gene, it is isolated by the process of DNA extraction and isolation, which we have already studied in the previous chapter. Then we produce certain bacterium which are having that particular gene, that is Bt gene, and we introduce this bacterium having the plasmid containing Bt gene in the plant. These plants will be a transformed plant. They will have the ability to express the resistance from the bollworm. So in this way, without using the pesticides, we can make this plant behave as a resistant to that particular pathogen. Let us now see the details of mechanism, how this process is used. This Bacillus thuringiensis, this bacterium is very effective against three types of insects. These three types of insects may be the lepidopterans like tobacco, budworm or armyworm. Second category is coleopterans, which may be the beetles, and diapterans, which are flies and mosquitoes. There are different strains of this bacterium having specific types of genes, which may be CRY1AC or CRY2AB. This CRY stands for crystal protein. So these are specific for specific group of the type of insects or pests. So there are in general three categories, three classes of the insects. Again I am telling you, lepidopterans, that is tobacco, budworm or armyworm, coleopterans, which are beetles, and diapterans, which are flies and mosquitoes. So whatever is specific for our particular pest we want to eliminate or we want to develop the resistance, we can use that specific type of crygene and then we can use it. How it is working? Let's see the mechanism of the work of this cry protein. So Bt toxin gene expresses itself in the form of a protein crystal at particular phases of bacteria. So this crystal protein is called as insecticidal protein. This Bt toxin exists as inactive protoxin. Otherwise it is inactive. It will not produce any problem. But on ingestion of it by insect, it comes into an active form. And because there is an alkaline pH of the gut which solubilize the crystal. And this pro-crystal or pro-toxin becomes toxin. The activated toxin binds to the surface of the midgut epithelial cell and create pores and swellings and ultimately causing lysis, which is the cause of actual death of the insect. So this Bt cotton, as I have already told you, it is extracted from various strains of these bacterium Bacillus thuringiensis. That's why we use the suffix Bt. Bt stands for Bacillus thuringiensis. Okay, so this is a method which has been used very extensively in the case of the cotton. The most common is Bt cotton. Now this technique is also being used for Bt brinjal, Bt tomatoes, Bt potatoes. So this is a method. Though this method is very successful, still there are many kind of controversies regarding to Bt, because many ecologists think that this Bt might be very harmful when it is ingested by animals in the form of fodder or even by humans. We can also get this toxin, though there are no reports of any problems which are faced by the animals or by human beings, but still there are certain concerns. Therefore, many ecologists, they generally oppose the use of Bt in agriculture. So what is the other alternative? Now we will study about another alternative. That other alternative, this is just a mechanism. You can see this mechanism. We are introducing this Bt gene in the plant. This plant becomes resistant, and when this insect eats this, it will get affected. So these are the flow charts which are showing. Bt in the active form is sprayed on the crop. Generally, then it is eaten by the insect. Toxin gets activated by the alkaline pH of the gut and swelling of the gut of the insect and death of the insect. Otherwise also it has been very extensively used in agriculture. But when it comes in the form of gene, then its effect is much more. You don't have to spray it. You have to just plant. But again, as I told you, there are certain controversies. So what is the alternative to this controversy? Another method is called as RNA interference method. RNA interference. What is RNA interference? Bt toxin is not toxic to all pests, or pests become resistant against Bt cotton. This is also Bt toxin. This is also another disadvantage. So another approach is to develop pest resistance crop against nematode parasite, that is RNA interference. In this technique, we use a mechanism of silencing the gene by making double-stranded RNA. We will study about it.